Hey Aries, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for being here. Let's take a look at the important messages the cards want to reveal for you at this time. Keep in mind that this reading is general. It is not going to resonate for all. Hopefully there is something here that you can take away from this reading, Aries. Thank you for your support. If you would also like to check my friend's channel, the link is down below. So without further ado, let's get into your reading. Important messages, please, for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What does Aries need to know and need to be aware of at this time? Alright, so starting this reading with the Six of Cups energy. The past is re-entering the present consciousness, Aries. You may be feeling a little bit nostalgic right now. There's an invitation to go back to the past here. For some of you, it may also be a childhood friend, childhood sweetheart, or an ex. It could be that they're messaging you, reaching out to you, Aries. Overall, a sense of something undone, unfinished is requiring your attention right now. We have the Three of Pentacles energy. This is followed by the Ten of Wands. And the Eight of Swords. So what I'm feeling here for you, Aries, you may be ignoring this person who's coming towards you because you feel as though you need more time to really contemplate and think about the right decision to make. And I feel like it's important not to rush in making any decision about the matter, Aries. It may be that universe is helping you and you need to really pay close attention to your intuition at this time. Be very mindful of what lessons you may be, again, relearning. Because with the Ten of Wands, what this is saying is that you may need to lay down a burden, Aries. And this burden can actually be the attachment, the effect, the strong pull towards the past, okay? I feel like with the Three of Pentacles, you no longer want to receive just crumbs. I'm seeing that very, very strongly. And that could be initially the reason as to why you had to distance yourself from that situation. But with the Ten of Wands, whatever burden you are carrying, you're finally letting this go. You're finally releasing this. It may also be a breakthrough moment for you where you're finally realizing, I need to choose myself. I need to choose something different. I need to be very aware of my patterns, my own tendency, my own attraction to the situation. And as soon as you lay down this burden, Aries, there's going to be a feeling of relief, okay? It may not be instant, but gradually in time. With the Eight of Swords, I feel like what this card is saying is that you have the power to shift your mind. Remember that the true manifestation of happiness starts with the mind. Because when the mind here is a little bit clouded, distorted, meaning the past memories can still be intoxicating. There might be still things that are lingering in the subconscious areas, not being brought towards the light. That itself may actually be pulling you back from the past, okay? The mind can be a very tricky place. It can play tricks on you sometimes. And that's why it's important to select your thoughts every day, Aries, like you select your clothes. The Eight of Swords is also worrying too much or overthinking things too much. Sometimes when we're too focused on the past, Aries, we leak power or release our power from the present moment. We are carrying some burden here that already needs to be released. The same goes with overthinking about the future, because the future is not yet here. The past and the future are eternities that we don't have control over, because the past can no longer be undone and the future is not yet being created. But what you have power right now is the present moment, Aries. So check in with yourself. How do you feel about this? What do you feel is the right choice to make? But overall, I'm seeing that you're freeing yourself from this mental prison, the pull that the past has on you. I feel like you're realizing, Aries, you don't want to repeat the same story here. Now, another message, of course, speaks about not maybe the same person, but a familiar dynamic, if that makes sense. Repeating an old story with a different person. It's like you and this person met because of Spirit's perfect plan for your evolution and growth. is about reframing your mind with 8 of Swords and 10 of Wands. Release past burdens or baggages from previous connection. Because this time, Aries, now that you've learned something of great value since the last relationship or last experience, you get to do things again, but only different this time. Alright, because now you're fully aware of what sabotages you, what helps navigate you. So repeat what works, but don't repeat what doesn't, if that makes sense. These are all karmic lessons, Aries. These are big, big lessons that you are learning. Your soul is learning, okay? Let's see. So, yes, we have the 8 of Pentacles energy. It is about paying very close attention to the details of your attraction to certain situations, relationships, or people. It may not be the same person, but the familiarity is there, if that makes sense. And having this awareness is going to help you really break free. Alright, there's going to be a new insight into things, a new wonderful realization about who you are. This card is also about mastering yourself. So it may be that you are still a work in progress, you're still healing the past, processing the painful memory. As a result, Aries, you're also breaking old habits, patterns, and structures, even routines. So let's say that this person from the past keeps coming back around, right? It feels like a karmic loop or karmic cycle that keeps going round and round. So you're now finally studying, mastering yourself, and realizing, I need to change my responses towards this situation. And by changing my responses, I get to change the outcome. Because even if the past is coming back around, Aries, it's you that gets to decide, right? You have your own free will. If in the past your initial response or knee-jerk reaction is to give in, I feel like this time around, as you're taking a step back, you may be seeing something different now. And that comes with a spiritual awakening, Aries. So these are very specific messages. I hope that this is resonating for you, Aries. It may also speak about habits that you're trying to break, all right? Routines, structures that may have limited your joy. It could be with 3 of Pentacles, you recognize this is not helping me towards my goals, my dreams. Now with the 7 of Swords, this is overall a caution message of really trusting your gut instinct when it comes to people, Aries. If you carefully listen and observe people around you, pay attention to the details, you can already tell what their intentions are, right? And also the heart knows. So check in with yourself. Do you feel like this is something you can trust? Do you feel like this is the right direction that you need to pursue? Or could it be that you need to be completely honest with yourself with 7 of Swords and really carefully analyze what aspect of your life right now is no longer fulfilling, no longer serving? All right. Yes. So we have the Tower. This is just confirming everything that I'm saying here. It's a breakthrough time for you, Aries. And breakthrough means that universe does not want you to stagnate. All right. First step may feel like a breakdown. Tower is a constructive force of chaos, helping us sometimes get lost first, feel uncomfortable, because it's pushing us out of our comfort zone. Somewhat a rut, right? That had us feeling boxed, limited. In order for us to transform, in order for us to see the cracks in the foundation, in order for us as well to reveal certain truth. This is a jolt here, Aries. Universe wants to loosen you up, loosen some of that preconception. Even the 8 of Swords means the narrative that we tell ourselves, what we deserve. Right? You know, the saying goes, we accept the love that we think we deserve. And it's true, because it all starts with knowing your worth, Aries. And so Tower is making you realize about old preconception to help you really see yourself and situation as it really is. Tower is also helping us find new and unorthodox responses to free ourselves from old cycles. This may be now, instead of just accepting somebody or something of the past or an attraction to an opportunity in the past, this may be Tower saying, look into the deeper motivations, deeper intentions. And perhaps you're going to discover something you never knew you had about the situation. Yes, wow. And we have the Six of Swords. I always tell this to my channel. Six of Swords is a mini version of the Death card for me, because this speaks about letting something go that may have still been sort of dragging you or weighing you down in order to reach calmer waters. This choice may be difficult. It's not easy at all, because it's going to challenge you from in and out, Aries, but in the long run, it's going to be beneficial. You're going to have space and room to just breathe and just be. This is also a promise of peace and solitude. All right. It's not going to happen overnight, of course, but you're already taking the first step. And you're not alone in this journey, Aries. I feel like somebody's helping you out move forward from the past. This may be a friend. This may be a new love potential. But for some of you, this is divine in spirit. All right. You're stronger than you think. Your mind could be playing tricks on you sometimes. The past can be very tempting. But like you said, Aries, every time you focus too much on the past and run away towards the past, your mind wandering of the past, you leak power. And the thing is, if we really concentrate our mind on the now, this is where we can find happiness and true joy in the little things, Aries. Eight of Pentacles is a message for you to do what you do best, and that is to keep working on what gives you a feeling of satisfaction. This may mean your work, your project. You may be an artist. You may be mastering something here. Use that as a way to channel, Aries, instead of your mind wandering and overthinking too much. And this goes as well for the future. If you find yourself worried too much about the future, the thing is, if you start to create your own reality, create your own happiness, Aries, you are acting from a place of personal power. You find yourself more free-flowing, more at ease instead of worrying and stressing. You find yourself more balanced. Even your external world is a little bit chaotic. Remember that you may not find certainty in the external world, but you can create that within you. The thing with the Tower is that it's helping us liberate ourselves from structures, because we human beings are memory-driven creatures, right? With the Six of Cups. We all look for certainty, for what is familiar, what we know, even the qualities we seek in other people and external condition. So it may be hard right now, what we're all going through, but trust and believe, Tower is not happening to you, but for you. All right, let's see. I'm going to clarify the Six of Swords energy here, okay? So we have the Temperance, balance. There's going to be a very stabilizing energy that's about to enter in your life. You are divinely protected, Aries, and divinely guided. This may all just be that the past is coming back around to challenge you, to test you. All right. The Temperance card is Sagittarius energy, so there might be a Sagittarius coming in. But more importantly, this speaks about moderation. Whatever has been done in an extreme here, it may be overthinking, it may be feeling so tight in the past. This card is going to help you find balance again. Okay, it's going to be a flourishing balance. You're going to achieve equilibrium. And your guides are going to help you, right? Moderate not only your inner world, but also the outside world. So there's also going to be a sense of resolution and acceptance to the past here, Aries. It may also be that you're going to increase your ability to adapt to change, It may be because of what's going on in the pandemic right now. The situation may not be ideal, but you're going to find compromise and cooperation. All right, you're going to adapt, you're going to survive. And it's all about blending, finding the right people that can assist you right now. Now, before I pull an advice card, I just want to add the Six of Cups sometimes is us feeling like the past. The past is where our happiness was, that the present can no longer match up to the past glory, that we're unloved, that our happiness was in the past. So know that sometimes we'll limit what we're able to achieve when we have that kind of mindset. Know that you are still desirable, Aries, and you have the key to live not only an abundant life, but manifest the things that you want to bring in fruition, whether it's love, the work that you've always wanted, career you've always wanted. All right. Look at the past and remember the joy and happiness. Bring that same energy but let the baggage go. That's what I'm seeing. So what is your final advice for Aries at this time, please, Spirit? This is the wisdom of the Oracle deck. It says no place like home. So I'm going to read to you what this is saying as advice card, okay? You may actually be going home to yourself, to who you are. That may actually be the Six of Cups energy as well, inner child, after all that you've been through. So it's a beautiful message. Something is coming in full circle here, Aries. Authenticity, coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving at a place where you just fit, being comfortable in your own skin. Wow, because that's also the message of the Temperance, knowing your place in the world, no longer having to prove yourself, especially in types of relationship where you constantly feel like you need to prove yourself. This is all about finding your place in the world, Aries. So it says here, home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest and create, a place that is known and you can call yours. This card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is beginning to solidify as you claim your dignity and integrity. Aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know who you are. You hold your head high, yet with neither pride nor humility. Instead, you stand as the observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe here in the house of your spirit and spirit. Protection message. There are times when what is familiar and known is not the best choice. Human beings are memory-driven creatures. Avoid being too eager to find home. Choose something unfamiliar and trust that there you will find a new normal that supports your spirit. Remember, if you do what you did, you'll get what you got. Do the opposite of what feels right, even if it's uncomfortable, because what feels right is really what was familiar. And you will attract and be drawn to the very things you don't want anymore. This time will not be different unless you do something different. So that's what I'm seeing for your reading, Aries. I hope that this gave you some insight. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I'm sending you love and light, and namaste.